All right, so happy to be joined today by the undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Devin Haney, and undefeated Devin Haney, who's got a big fight October 16th in Australia, October 15th here in the U.S. at Rod Laver Arena in Australia, the rematch against George Kambosos Jr. Devin, how's your training going? You're out there in San Francisco working with Victor Conte and the SNAC team. How are you feeling? I see you doing a lot of explosive training. Are you at your peak heading into this fight?
Yeah, I'm not at my peak yet, but this is so far a great training camp. This is something that I do. This is part of the protocol. Going out here training with SNAC, just to test myself and know where my numbers are compared to the last camps and the camps before that. So training camp is going great, and I'm looking forward to October 15th.
Why do you? Why? What is it about SNAC that has got so many of the fighters to gravitate up there? What is Victor doing?
I mean, the results, and everything is just calculated here. Everything is scientific, so it's not like a guessing game, or you can your numbers, you know what you're lacking and what you did better last camp, or where you were stronger last camp, or how much better you are this camp from previous camps. So everything is super strategic, and Victor knows what he's doing, and the proof is in the pudding. I've been coming here for, I think this is my 10th fight. This will be my 10th fight. But I was saying that my ninth fight because during the pandemic, I couldn't come train here. So I had to train home because everything was just wacky or whatever, out here in the Bay Area. So yeah, this is my ninth fight. And we've we've been winning and getting better and better each performance. And so it's part of the protocol.
I wanted to talk to you before we get into the Kambosos fight. There's been some news, and it has to do with like some friction that has occurred between yourself and Ring Magazine over them not putting you in the top 10 pound for pound rankings. I looked at the list today, just kind of like to refresh, who they've got up there. Obviously, in my opinion, you can tell me what your opinion is. In my opinion, Lomachenko being number 6 instead of you is probably the biggest lightning rod issue. Josh Taylor coming off an unimpressive victory. You should probably be over him too. But what is it that about their rankings that bothers you the most?
It's not really, it is what it is at the end of the day. Um, I said what I said about it, and now I'm just gonna move forward and let it be what it's gonna be. Let the people decide, and let the people, give their opinion on it. My main focus is to, focus on the fight and, you know, put on the best performance up to date, and then I will, be on everybody's pound for pound list. Hopefully.
Yeah, I would imagine there is a fine line as a boxer that, I mean, look, we see it on Twitter as well. You're not going to be able to satisfy everyone. You're not going to be able to keep
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Especially with a pound for pound list because it's just opinionated at the end of the day, and I know that. But I'm just a little frustrated. That's all, and I voiced my opinion on it, and now I'm moving on. It is what it is. I said what I said, and now we look forward to fighting Cambosos and coming out victorious and looking better, faster, stronger, smarter than ever.
Last thing on that though, are you going to keep the belt? I hope you keep the belt because you deserve the belt.
I mean, I earned the belt, and we'll just see. At the end of the day, um, that is what it is, man. Ain't nothing I can really say too much about it. We'll see.
Right.
We'll see what I decide. How my feelings go. As time goes on. Like I said, at that time, I was in the heat of the moment. I was frustrated, but
Yeah.
we don't know. It is what it is. We'll see. We'll see as time goes on, and that's it.
I actually think the majority of the people look at you in the brightest light possible, in the best light possible.
Yeah.
And that leads me to this question about this fight because you watch that first fight against Kambosos,
Hmm.
and even when those scorecards were read at the end of that fight, I remember thinking like I know there's a rematch connected to this fight. They don't need to do a rematch. He won so convincingly. There's no way that Kambosos can bridge that gap to defeat Devin in a rematch, whether it's in Australia or not. Why do you think he took that fight?
I mean, because it's more of a pride thing more than anything. He lost his belts, and he has action at getting them back. It's a lot of people who would never even get the chance to fight for the belts, not once but twice. So all of them, all in one night. So of course, who wouldn't take it? It's a no brainer. At the end of the day, he feels like it's some things that he can tweak and get better at. But I just feel like he has like the world, nor has he seen everything, the best of Devin Haney, and on October 15th, that will show.
You think actually though that his decision is rooted more in pride than it is the financial benefit that he will receive by getting this part 2?
Yeah, no. I
Okay.
think he's financially good. He's made a lot of money, and I mean, like I said, who wouldn't want to fight for all the belts in one night? It's a no brainer. It's not about. I don't think it's about money with him though. Honestly, I don't think that it is. Like I said, he's made a good amount of money on the first fight. He's all right.
Yeah, I think not to go back to the pound for pound debate, but as I was sitting here thinking about why you deserve to be up there higher, it's the fact that you are undefeated and the fact that you made that journey to Australia, so many miles away into hostile ground, and won so convincingly. What did you gain? Go ahead.
And I'm only 23 doing this. It's not like these guys they wait their whole career to finally take a chance or to go against all odds when all odds is stacked against them in their 30s or something like that, late 20s. I'm 23, so just to show that that is a pound for pound fighter for me. That is a guy who deserves to be on the list. And before this, before I did that, I never said, "Oh, I deserve to be on the pound for pound list." You never heard me say nothing about it.
Right.
Now I feel like I'm very deserving. But at the end of the day, it's a pain. It is what it is.
Absolutely. But what did you be as honest? You always are honest with me. But what did you learn about yourself by doing what you did and going to Australia to win that fight so convincingly? Especially, remember too, you had the drama connected to the uncertainty of Bill Haney, your father, going to be there or not?
Like honestly, I really don't feel like I really like. I think you guys learned more about me than I learned about myself because my confidence was there. I knew that like I had that in me. I knew that like just the type of person that I was, that for me to even do it, I had to believe in myself and believe in what everything that I'm made of to even just take that chance into doing it, to do it. So I didn't really learn much about myself, because I knew all of that. I knew that I was the truth. I knew that I was the guy, and it just took for me, like I just needed my shot to prove it. That's why I've been calling out these top guys for so long, because I've been trusting in my skills for a while now. I just never had the opportunity to show it and to prove it.
Map out. I know you feel very strongly about your chances in this rematch. If you can look a little bit beyond that and just map out in your mind how you would see the next year after the Kambosos fight going.
Honestly,
do you think you'll get any of these guys in there?
I don't want to look ahead, because I don't want to make the mistakes that Kambosos and Tio and other guys did by just looking too far ahead and just thinking that one fight was that's all it was. I know that he's gonna come in hungry. I know that he's coming back with vengeance. So I can't look past him. At the end of the day, this is the only fight that I'm focused on right now. And then when we're victorious, then we'll see what's next. But right now, my main focus is Kambosos, because he is a live body, and he was the guy with the belts and the guy that a lot of people picked to beat me before this. A lot of people was picking Kambosos to beat me. The odd makers, it was really close, more like a 50-50 fight. So y'all keep that same energy.
You've been watching from a distance as the inability to stage the Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia fight is going on. How frustrating is that for you to know that in your future you're going to have some of these talks with these people, And the fact that they can't get together, what does that portend for your own ability to try to get these
That
guys
didn't
in the
really
ring?
surprise me, honestly. I knew that they weren't gonna fight. I just like
How come?
because it just they, neither one of them guys are gonna fight. They really want to fight, like, take a chance, and it just shows like that. I knew that both of their egos couldn't, like, come to a deal, come to like a middle and make the fight happen. And I don't really know the details of it, but I just know that the fight is not happening.
When you look at that landscape, does it make you believe that neither of them will want to fight you, and that probably moving up to 140, where Top Rank has a lot of guys that you can fight, is probably a better route for you moving forward?
Well, Ryan is at 140, and so that's a fight at 140. But I don't know, man. I don't really know who, if they'll fight me or not. It showed that they haven't up to date, but it all starts with being victorious on the October 15th, and that's what I will do, and then we'll go from there.
Great. And lastly, before we go, I mean, as you head into this fight, is there an opportunity that you can look even more sensational than you did in the first fight against Kambosos?
Yeah, of course. I've shared the ring with him for 12 rounds, so I know what he's going to bring to the table. It may be a little different because it's some things that he's going to tweak and try. He's going to change his game plan up. Obviously, the world knows that, so that's not a surprise. But like I said, in the first fight, I didn't show my whole arsenal. A lot of people saw that. I won with the jab. That was a key in that fight. But going into that fight, that really wasn't the game plan, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, it really was, like, I didn't showcase everything that we worked on because I didn't really need to be honest. But this fight will, with the type of style and the type of game plan that he's gonna bring to the table, I will be able to showcase everything because we all know that he's going to try to be a lot more active and it will lead,
Physical?
yeah, physical, and it will lead to a lot of openings for me.
That's interesting. I mean, literally, you went into that fight not intending to rely on the jab, but you saw the jab working so successfully. You
Yeah,
just rode it out to the end.
yeah. I mean, nobody goes into a fight with just thinking, "Oh, I'm just going to use a jab the whole fight." Like that's just going to win the fight. Obviously, you think that it will take more to win, but um, we've seen that we had success with it, and that's what we used to win.
Great, Devin. And I guarantee in victory, you'll be on the pound for pound list.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully. Thank you,
Thank you
man.
so much for your time today. I really appreciate it. Keep up the good work out there, and we'll see you shortly, okay, buddy?
For sure. I'll see you soon. I'll see you fight week in Vegas.
Absolutely.
I think I'm gonna do my media workout. So hopefully you come to media workout.
Definitely come by and say hello.
For sure. Bye, man.
Thank you, bud.